Hey, it's 11 Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K Universe Mode. We're here for another episode of Friday Night Smackdown, the final episode before Elimination Chamber, which will be live tomorrow, August 28th, 2021, at our normal 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time premiere time. You don't know what time that is in your time zone? Look it up. It is Eastern Standard Time. Live here from Gainesville, Georgia, very close to home for me, about a couple hours away from another part of Georgia. Kicking off with a women's title match. So that's right, we are kicking the show off with a SmackDown Women's Title match. As you know, it's mandatory that champion defends every 30 days. So SmackDown GM Triple H has thrown this match together, giving Nikki Cross a huge opportunity here, since she's not part of the Elimination Chamber this weekend. The twisted sister of Friday Nights, Nikki Cross, making her way to the ring. Where is she? Nikki Cross, a former SmackDown Women's Champion in her own right. Nikki, you there? I can't see you. There she is. Nikki Cross, making her way to the ring. And here comes the SmackDown Women's Champion. Here comes Toni Storm, a girl so cool that she wears sunglasses on top of her sunglasses. Oh, whoa! She only wore one pair! Toni, what are you doing? Toni Storm marching down to the ring now. CM Punk Trons, as I've said 1,000 times, they're just funny. Plus, it won't let me change her entrance right now. So here we go, Nikki Cross challenging for the championship she lost quite some time ago against Toni Storm. Here we go. I love Toni's new look. Uppercut from Storm. And another one, knocking back Nikki Cross. And Nikki Cross grabs Toni Storm, and out of the ring goes Toni. Toni Storm falls out to the floor. Nikki Cross taking her up to her feet. Nikki Cross goes for a right. Toni Storm counters. Toni throws her back into the ring. And Toni Storm following her back into the ring now. Toni Storm grabs Nikki Cross. Oh, rolls over her into a reverse DDT. That was quite something, wasn't it? Storm now picking Cross up to her feet, and Toni Storm. And Nikki Cross shoves her away. Toni Storm clotheslines her out of the ring. Or clotheslined out of the ring by Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross follows to the outside. Nikki Cross. It was about this time last year where she lost the SmackDown Women's title to Sonya Deville on the road to the Elimination Chamber. And so now tonight she tries to win it back a year later as Toni Storm knocking her back. Toni Storm, right hand. There's another jab. Nikki Cross grabs her. Nikki plants her onto her knee. Goes for a kick. Toni Storm sweeps the leg. And now Toni Storm tries to grab Nikki Cross, slaps her in the face, right hand connects. Toni Storm, whoa, across the ring she goes, thanks to Nikki Cross. And now Nikki Cross kicks her in the back. Cross into a cover on Storm. 1, 2, no. Toni Storm gets the shoulder up. There's a kick to the ribs. Nikki Cross grabs Storm. Nikki Cross, whoa, rolls her through for the title. 1, no. Toni Storm kicks out. Boom! What an uppercut from Toni on that one. Taking her up to her feet now is Storm, and Storm. Oh, Nikki Cross drags the arm. Goes for a drop kick. Toni Storm out of the way. Toni Storm goes for a boot. Nikki Cross. Toni Storm off the ropes. Boot of her own. Takes down Toni Storm. And now Toni Storm goes for a right. Nikki Cross with a right hand. Nikki Cross goes for a kick. Toni Storm counters. Toni Storm, right hand. And another. Turns her around with another right. Grabs her. Toni Storm getting knocked back with elbows from Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross grabs her. Toni Storm kicks out the knee. Storm rolls Cross through to retain the title same way she won it. 1, no. Toni Storm went for another right, but Nikki Cross throws her in the corner. Nikki Cross takes her down. Toni Storm goes down. Nikki Cross Picking Storm up to one knee, picks her back up to her feet. Nikki Cross throws Storm into the corner. Toni Storm in the corner now. Nikki Cross kicks her down. Has her down on her back. And Nikki Cross putting her boot into the face of Toni Storm. But Toni Storm takes out the leg. Picks up Nikki Cross now, and Toni Storm turns around with a right hand. German suplex. And now Storm picking her up. Storm into Storm Zero. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Toni Storm knocks off Nikki Cross, and Toni Storm retains her SmackDown Women's title tonight. Big win for Storm. Let's see what's going on with the rest of SmackDown. So Toni Storm gets the win in their opening contest, retaining her SmackDown Women's Championship. Drew McIntyre knocks off the other half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions in Kyle O'Reilly, picking up even more momentum for himself and Sheamus. Mia Yim knocked off Nia Jax, picking up some momentum for the HBIC before the Elimination Chamber matchup this weekend. Cesaro knocked off R-Truth one-on-one. Up next, the Wyatt family take on John Cena and Jeff Hardy in some tag team action. And in the main event, Randy Orton and Tommaso Ciampa reignite their old rivalry. So here we go. So it's time for this tag team matchup as here come the Wyatt family to the ring. So Bray Wyatt leading Killian Dane and Wolfgang down to the ring. Dane and Wolfgang following their leader Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt goes one-on-one, well, with this man at the Elimination Chamber. The charismatic enigma. Here comes Jeff Hardy. Hardy making his way to the ring tonight. He's finally got some backup in his fight against the Wyatt family. Someone might actually be able to assist him. He's beaten Killian Dane one-on-one, but he always finds himself in a 3-on-1 situation against the Wyatts. And so Jeff Hardy has found an ally, and that man is the Intercontinental Champion. So here comes John Cena. The leader of the C Nation, the Intercontinental Champion, Mr. Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect himself, John Cena. Cena and Hardy tonight. A couple weeks ago, Hardy assisted Cena in retaining the championship against Bray Wyatt. So now Cena repaying the favor a little bit by helping Jeff out in his battle with the Wyatts. So Cena racing down to the ring. Let's get it going. Killian Dane and Jeff Hardy starting this one off. See, Bray Wyatt has kind of crept his way around to ringside. Jeff went for a crossbody and Killian Dane knocked him back. Killian Dane right hand to Jeff. And now Dane throws Hardy into the corner. Boom! Crossbody from Killian Dane. Down goes Jeff. Killian Dane turns him over and Killian Dane pops Jeff Hardy up for a powerbomb. And now Jeff kicks out the knee. And Jeff Hardy grabs Killian Dane, who shoves him down. Killian Dane outpowering Jeff Hardy at every turn. Hardy throws him into the corner. Clothesline to the back. Hardy grabs Killian Dane, picks him back up to his feet. Hardy with Dane into the corner. Jeff Hardy. Tag made. John Cena in. And now Cena and Hardy off the ropes. Double back body drop. And now Cena picking Killian Dane back up to his feet. Went for a right. Killian Dane slaps him. Dane grabs Cena. And Dane throws Cena in the corner. Tag made to Wolfgang. Oh dear God. Bit of a modified Doomsday device to Cena. And now Cena pulling himself back up. Uppercut to Wolfgang. Cena with Wolfgang off the ropes. Clothesline. Cena picking him back up to his feet now. John Cena, right hand. And Wolfgang punches him in the ribs. Wolfgang now scoops Cena up. Cena counters. Cena, side Russian leg sweep to Wolfgang. Cena grabs Wolfgang back up to his feet now, and John Cena pulls him in, lifts him up. Cena, powerbomb to the big man, takes him down. Now John picking him back up to his feet, and John Cena grabs Wolfgang, throws him across the ring, into the corner. Tag made, right back to Jeff Hardy. Cena and Hardy working together pretty well tonight, the veterans, against these younger competitors in Wolfgang and Killian Dane. You know, Killian Dane watches on as Wolfgang's picked back up by Hardy. Hardy went for a right. Wolfgang counters. Wolfgang with a rolling forearm takes down Jeff. And now Wolfgang drags him away from the ropes, dragging towards the corner of the Wyatts. And Wolfgang, tag made, Killian Dane back in. And now Killian Dane picking up Jeff Hardy. Killian Dane grabs him. And Killian Dane, headbutt to Jeff. Picks him back up. And another. And one more for good measure. And now Killian Dane picks Jeff Hardy up, and Killian Dane with Hardy picks him up. Hardy knees him in the head. Hardy, right hand to Killian, and another. Jeff Hardy firing away, kicks him in the ribs. Hardy, right hand, trying to take back the Beast of Belfast. Hardy with Killian over the top rope, and Jeff Hardy grabs Killian Dane and twists him back into the ring. Hardy grabs Dane right back up to his feet, and Jeff Hardy kicks him in the ribs. There's a chop. Hardy, no. Dane, right hand. And now Killian Dane with Hardy into the corner. Killian Dane, tag made to Wolfgang. And now the Wyatt family with Jeff Hardy. Off the ropes, double elbow strike takes down Hardy. And now Killian Dane leaves the ring as Wolfgang picks up Hardy, throws him right back into the corner. Went for a splash, nobody home. Jeff Hardy dodges him. Right hand from Hardy. And went for another, but Wolfgang counters. Wolfgang goes for a DDT. Hardy with a knee to the ribs. And now Hardy grabs Wolfgang, throws him into the corner. Hardy, tag made. Cena back in. Cena and Hardy with another double back body drop to Wolfgang. Cena goes for a stomp, picks Wolfgang back up to his feet now. John Cena, right hand and a jab. Cena firing away, puts Wolfgang in the ropes. Wolfgang throws Cena over. Cena hanging on. Wolfgang tags the Beast back in. Here comes Killian Dane. Killian Dane and John Cena now meeting face to face. Killian Dane throws him into the corner. Big crossbody to the franchise. Cena goes down. Killian Dane turns him over. And Killian covering the Intercontinental Champion. 1, 2, no. Cena kicks out. Jeff Hardy desperately wanting the tag now. Killian Dane. Well, Cena. Hip toss takes down the Beast of Belfast. And Cena now, what's he thinking? Oh, here we go. Cena telling Killian Dane, you can't see me. Off the ropes into a little 5 knuckle. Shuffled and Killian Dane. Dane goes down and Cena grabs him, throws him back across the ring. Tag made back to Jeff. And now Cena and Hardy, here we go again. Off the ropes, they're going to back body drop him again. Hardy now picking up Killian Dane and Jeff Hardy kicking the ribs. Twist of fate. Cover. 1, 2, no. And now Jeff Hardy's going up, and Jeff Hardy going to the top for the elbow. No. Thought he was going to go for a swanton. Gone with that crossbody. Oh, now Wolfgang. Now Cena. Here we go. Cena and Wolfgang. They collide. Cena catches him. Cena with the AA. 1, 2, no. Tag made to Jeff. Jeff Hardy now wants a piece of Wolfgang. Hardy. Well, the AA couldn't do it. Maybe this will. Hardy got a long way to go for the Swanton Bomb. 1, 2, 3. Cena and Hardy knock off the Wyatts. John Cena and Jeff Hardy work together pretty well tonight, and they knock off the Wyatt family. Big win for these two. Jeff Hardy, of course, battles Bray Wyatt at the Elimination Chamber tomorrow. But we have one bit of action left tonight. Tommaso Ciampa, Randy Orton, 1-on-1. LS11 Universe has a Patreon. What's on the Patreon, you might wonder? Well, at any dollar amount, you get access to the LS11 podcast, a podcast that takes a deeper dive into canceled storylines from Universe Mode, as well as a look into the lives of myself and Ray. Also, at any dollar amount, you get early access to side series on the channel outside of the Universe Modes. Not just that, but at any dollar amount, you also get access to every exclusive Patreon video, including the likes of Carnold trying to break the streak in 2K14, and the once-a-month series, Universal Flashbacks, where I remaster a classic match from the original LS11 Universe Mode. At the $5 and above tier, you get your name in the credits of every video on the LS11 Universe channel. And at the $10 tier, you get a personalized thank you video sent to you by me every month, as well as the ability to suggest what pay-per-view or classic show we watch on the bi-weekly Friday watch-alongs. And once we've reached our big goal on Patreon, we'll be launching a Patreon-exclusive Universe Mode as voted on by you, our Patreon backers. So if you're willing and able, please consider backing us on Patreon. Link is in the description. So it has kind of come to my attention, we didn't mention it, but there is a reason that the Royal Rumble winner, Johnny Gargano, has not been seen on Smackdown these last couple of weeks. Of course, last time we saw him was the Smackdown after the Royal Rumble. There is a reason why Gargano's been missing. Gargano did suffer a minor injury in that tag match with Ciampa. Nothing major, just a minor sprain. Maybe, we're not entirely sure how serious it is. It's nothing that will keep him out of WrestleMania, we know for sure. But he suffered an injury, so the officials and Triple H made the decision, keep him off SmackDown for a couple weeks. Don't let him get physical for a couple weeks. He should be healed up in time for WrestleMania. But Randy Orton makes his way to the ring tonight. We don't want our Royal Rumble winner having to pull out of the main event, essentially. Because we will know who Gargano's WrestleMania opponent is come Saturday when Ciampa and Cole go one-on-one. We'll talk about that in a moment. It's time. So here comes the former World Heavyweight Champion. Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa making his way to the ring tonight, doing battle with his long-standing rival from Season 2, Randy Orton. They had a lot of wars over the World Heavyweight Championship recently, back at Clash of Champions and Bad Blood. And now tonight, Ciampa and Orton doing battle one more time as Ciampa looks to build some momentum before the Elimination Chamber. Of course, Ciampa challenges Adam Cole for the World Heavyweight title in just 24 hours. As here we go with Orton and Ciampa one-on-one. Ciampa with a chop. Orton kicks him in the ribs. And now Orton, right hand to Ciampa. Ciampa grabs Orton and Ciampa picks him up. Goes for a suplex. Orton hits him with a knee. And now Randy Orton, uppercut to Ciampa. And now Ciampa grabs Orton. Ciampa throws Orton into the corner. Ciampa now grabs Orton. pulls him in. Ciampa picks him up. Knee to the face. Down goes Randy. And now Ciampa picking him back up to his feet, and Randy Orton in trouble. Ciampa grabs Orton. Flatliner. Goes for a kick. Ciampa swept at the leg by Randy. And now Randy Orton picking him back up to his feet, and Randy Orton. Uppercut. Kicked in the ribs now by Ciampa. Ciampa. Oh! Facebuster to Orton, an elevated facebuster at that. Kicks him in the back now. And now Orton trying to get back up. Ciampa grabs him, and Ciampa kicks him in the ribs. Ciampa goes for a right. Orton counters. Now Orton fighting back. Ciampa counters. Ciampa takes him down. Ciampa drops Orton. Ciampa drags him away from the ropes into a cover. Ciampa, 1, 2, no. Orton kicks out. Now Randy Orton pulling himself back up to his feet. Ciampa rolls him through. 1, rope break for Orton. Took the referee a second on that one, didn't it? And now Orton picked back up by Ciampa. Ciampa grabs him. Orton throws him over the top. Randy Orton grabs Ciampa. Pulls him back in. Randy turns him over for neck breaker. Ciampa trying to pull himself back up. Orton grabs him. Orton plants him. And now Orton picks up Ciampa, and Randy Orton kicks him in the ribs. Ciampa with a knee strike. Ciampa now goes for a knee. Orton out of the way. Ciampa kicks Orton in the knee. Ciampa firing away on Orton. And there's a knee strike. Now Ciampa, oh look at this, firing away on Randy Orton. Turns him over now. Ciampa has the arm of Orton, and Ciampa takes out the arm of Randy Orton. Randy Orton's down. Ciampa. What's he thinking here? Ciampa kicks Orton in the ribs. No, Orton sweeps the leg of Tommaso. Ciampa goes down. Orton picks Ciampa back up to his feet, kicks him in the ribs. Orton with an uppercut. Puts Ciampa in the corner now. Orton with Ciampa scoops him up and face first into the turnbuckle. Orton goes for a kick to the ribs. Ciampa counters. Now Ciampa grabs Orton from behind, and Ciampa with Orton. Out of the ring you go, Randy. Out of the ring you go. And now what's Ciampa thinking here? I think he's just kind of waiting for Orton to get up. If Orton can get up anyway. And now Orton gets back to his feet. Orton with a clothesline to Ciampa. Now Orton slides back into the ring. Orton telling Ciampa to come back into the ring. Ciampa follows him now, and Ciampa grabs Orton and German suplexes the Viper. Oh, and now Ciampa. Here we go. Ciampa going for that knee strike. Orton slides out of the way. Orton slides out of the way of that knee from Ciampa. Orton counters it. Runs Ciampa across the ring into Spike. DDT. And now Orton, one thing left to do. He might be able to finally put Ciampa away. Orton calling Tommaso up to his feet. Orton going for the RKO. Ciampa shoves him away. Ciampa runs Orton into the ropes. Ciampa counters into Willow's Bell. And now Tommaso mocking Randy Orton right now. RKO from Ciampa. 1, 2, no! Well, if anyone was going to be able to kick out of that, it was Randy Orton. Now Ciampa countered. Orton grabs him. Ciampa counters. Ciampa went for an elbow. Orton countered. Orton backbreaker to Ciampa. And now Orton mocking over the world champion. Former world champion, excuse me. Can you tell I'm used to it? And now Orton working over the neck of Ciampa. Ciampa goes down, and now Orton picks him back up to his feet. Orton with a clothesline. Into a second. Randy Orton ducks Ciampa into power slam. And now Orton picking Ciampa back up to his feet, and Randy Orton grabs Ciampa. Ciampa kicked out at the knee. And now Ciampa grabs Orton into Ciampa lock. Ciampa with the Ciampa lock in on Orton. The Ciampa lock armbar in on Randy Orton. Orton's got to try and fight out or tap out. Ciampa's got it in. Orton rolls out of it, rolls Ciampa through. And now Randy Orton and Tommaso Ciampa at a bit of a stalemate here. Orton grabs him. Randy Orton throws Ciampa into the corner. Orton went for a clothesline. Ciampa kicks him in the ribs into fairy tale ending. 1, 2, 3. Ciampa beats Orton. Big win for Ciampa. Oh, wait a minute. There's the World Heavyweight Champion. Adam Cole. Clothesline to Ciampa. And Cole. And now Cole kicks at the knee of Ciampa. Off the ropes. Cole lays out his challenger with a last shot. Adam Cole stands over his challenger. That's going to do it for tonight. I've been Xander, and that was Universe. See you at Elimination Chamber.